We're live. Hello, thank you guys for waiting for me. I definitely am getting used to using this new camera. So I just want to welcome everyone who's going to be joining the later broadcast of this video. My name is Danielle. You're watching Fly Girls Manifesting. Today we're going to be talking about how your circumstances don't matter. You can manifest anything, and I'm going to really just kind of break it down how this whole manifestation lifestyle works when it comes to manifesting any and everything you want, anything you desire. We're going to talk about the words you use, the language you use. I'm going to show you guys my actual scripting journal, and I'm going to show you some things that I've actually manifested from a year and a half ago, the date to today, a specific thing that I manifested. So stay tuned. On this channel, I talk about all things manifesting, self concept, law of assumption, and guess what? I also am a manifestation coach. I specifically deal with changing your mindset with your thoughts, your words, your energy, your emotions. We whip that right into alignment right here. So anything that I offer when it comes to courses or anything that I'm going to be doing in the upcoming weeks and months, you can check down into the description box. Okay, right? So I just want to get into the video because I'm going to practice, and this is something just a critique for myself, that whenever I go live, it doesn't matter if there's only 3 people in here, I'm still talking to someone. There's 3 people right now. And I want anyone who watches back to be able to have a cohesive live, right? So the bulk of this live will be in the beginning, me speaking about the topic at hand. And as people come in, what I will do is acknowledge you guys, and then I will answer questions at the end. Now, there will be timestamps. So if you need to scroll through, I will go back and put timestamps in so that because I'm wanting to stay on about an hour. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If anyone is in here, just let me know if you can hear me. Um, I definitely want to just let you guys know that no matter what you're going through right now, if you are feeling like, why is everyone else able to manifest and it seems like my manifestations are taking a long time, or am I doing it right, or is there something that I'm doing wrong? And it's like, no. I have to tell my clients a lot of the times, and I get a lot of emails because obviously I post for people to email me. I always make sure that everyone knows that you can always contact me. The emails that I get, a lot of the times, the answers that I give, it's like people don't want to accept the answer. Because the answer I always give is that you're going to have to accept some accountability for the fact that you don't focus well. Your focus, you have to do things when you're not a person who's used to just flipping thoughts. We can manifest things all day, every day, because we do that naturally. But when you are deliberately manifesting something from start to finish, there should be a conscious decision that I'm doing this. When I decided to lose 60 pounds, right? Because I'm 4'11", and I used to be 165 pounds. I'm currently 123. We might need to release some of those pounds real soon. I mean, I could stand to release about 5 pounds, but there was a time where I was about 50 pounds overweight for my frame. And it wasn't until I stood in the mirror and I said, okay, enough is enough. I'm small. My body, my frame is small. A lot of the weight on me, it just wasn't healthy because I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't bend down properly. And just to be vain, I'm too cute to be fat. And I hope I'm not offending anybody with that word, but I am a person who is naturally skinny. That is an affirmation because from the time I was very small, I used to be a beanstalk. And then when I became an adult, my metabolism slowed down. So for me to look at myself in the mirror and to see someone who was unrecognizable, it was very traumatizing for me. And I just said enough is enough. What did I do? I went online, I researched, What's the fastest way to lose 10 pounds? And I saw an article that said, stop drinking your calories. So I cut out juice and I just drank water for a whole entire week. And I said, okay, I'm not going to drink any juices. And miraculously enough, within a week and a half or so, I stepped on the scale. And I guess from me just like cutting, I guess because I was drinking like juices and sodas all the time, that cut down like on a lot of my calories. So when I saw the progress, it helped me to keep going. So my point of telling you this story is that when you see progress a little bit, it should inspire you to keep going. What I did is I kept a journal of everything that I did. The way you guys are going to be able to manifest things faster, easier, is you need to keep track of what you're doing. Do you want your manifestation or not? It's very, very easy to manifest. Very, very easy. You do it all day, every day. Just think about the things you have. You manifested that by your repetitive thoughts, your repetitive words, your repetitive feelings. And a lot of times people fight for their limitations. Yeah, I know I can manifest, but I just have like work. I have a lot of things to do. I don't know if I could really take the time to like write every single day. Well, do you want it or not? Because there are a lot of manifestation channels that will tell you to just affirm all day until you're blue in the face. And for a lot of people, that does work because me, I work from home. So I don't have to do much to manifest. I can literally just like meditate and go online and do what I want to do. But I remember when I used to work a 9 to 5, there were so many things coming at me throughout the day that would take my focus off of my affirmations, that I had to figure out other ways to impress my subconscious mind. So, how I did that was I started to not only script before bed, as soon as I woke up, the first thing on my mind was my affirmations. And throughout the day, I would have like pictures or reminders in my pocket. Like I would have things that reminded me of what I wanted. Like this is some woman from online. She has a beautiful body. I don't know if you guys can see her, right? Right? So do I want her body? Not necessarily, but her working out is a reminder for me to work out. So using pictures and putting them in little compartments in a notebook that you can look at when you go to your desk at work, or if you have it in your pocket, or sometimes like I would look at, like my goal is to be on the cover of Essence magazine. So these are pictures that I'm going to put on my vision board. But I would also keep these things like near me just to look through. Like I keep these near me, even though I haven't done them on a vision board yet, because images will impress your subconscious mind naturally. You guys are being programmed every time you look at TV. So we're talking about manifesting anything, no matter what you're going through in your life. You may think that your environment is, impossible, but it's actually your environment that is helping you to manifest things. The fact that you're living in your environment right now, your reality in your environment, what you see around you, is a direct reflection of your thoughts, your words, what you think you are. How do we change that? You immediately disrupt your environment. Immediately. Me, I have a lot of clutter that I have to go through in a particular room in my house. So what I plan on doing this weekend is just sitting in there for the whole weekend and going through papers. I'm a writer, so I always have a lot of like papers and stuff. But what I don't do is I don't let that get out of control, because at the end of the day, when you look around and all you see is clutter, that's going to subconsciously reflect your thoughts, your words, and everything else that you do throughout the day or in your home. So let's just see what's going on in the comments. Hi, Paige. Hello, Ivy. Thank you guys for joining. And for the other 9 people that are in here, just you're a guest, so just wipe your feet when you come in and give me that good thumbs up. That's all I ask for, and just sit back and listen to what we're saying. So also, when it comes to manifesting things like snapping your finger, a lot of people, I see a lot of like videos on, okay, so the trend last year in the manifesting community was that you just flip thoughts, right? And that you just affirm, 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 affirm. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you. So the trend last year was that you just affirm and just flip thoughts. See, I watched trends and everybody was making videos about just, affirm, 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 flip your thoughts, speak it into existence, which all of those things, yes, that is how you do it. But for most people, affirming throughout the day is not enough because now that the country is opening back up, now you have to go back to work and now you have other environmental things that are affecting your focus. See, your focus will manifest faster if you could just focus on your affirmations all day. Repetition is what programs your subconscious mind. So what do you do when you're going about your day now that the country's getting back up and going? And then you wonder why, okay, I have an intention to manifest, but how come it's taking so long? It's because you have to do other things. Now, I always tell people to listen to affirmations before you go to bed. And also, when you wake up, the first thing on your brain should not be your phone or your social media. I'm a social media manager. That's actually one of my actual sources of income besides YouTube. Like I actually have social media clients that I have to manage their social media. And even I have a boundary that I'm only on social media for work. I don't browse social media because after I'm done doing what I have to do, I go back to reading my books or journaling or working out or listening to music or doing something else creative. I have created a life in my reality where I work from home and I can do what I want. Once my clients' work is done, I get to have my free time and I'm in silence in my home. It's only me and my husband here. And the lady who lives upstairs, she's very quiet. So, but that was not the case. How did I create that life? Because I used to live a very chaotic life where I could never focus on my thoughts to save my life. And that's why I had to figure out what else can I do when I can't focus on my affirmations throughout the day. My environment, my circumstances were so chaotic that I just didn't know how to get out of that. And so this is why I'm telling you that circumstances do not matter. Your environment, that does not matter. You're going to have to figure out a way that you can still program your mind subconsciously with the things that you're desiring. So the first thing I did was I picked affirmations that were for limiting beliefs. So a limiting belief is something that if you say you want something, right? Let's say you want to manifest a motorcycle, right? I mean, my sister likes to ride, so women like to ride too. But let's just say you wanted a pink motorcycle. I like pink and purple, and I'm thinking about my sister as I say this. What would be the thought process to even get you from point A to point B? Well, I know you do have to have a certain license to ride a motorcycle. You do have to be trained. So even though you may not have the money to get the motorcycle, what are the steps before that to prepare you for when your motorcycle is going to be here? So your job is to visualize your pink motorcycle, to go online, look at people who already have a pink motorcycle. You could do that right now. You could also go online and look up what do you need in order to be able to ride a motorcycle. Do you need to study any training manuals before that? So there's always something that you can do beforehand when it comes to manifesting your desire. But you have to know that your mind has to be impressed with the image of what you're manifesting. And that comes with speaking, not just visualizing. You can speak things into existence. That's with your SP, that's with a new job, that's with a new career, that's with anything. You have to have the image visually and speaking it into existence in your environment. Now, where I live, maybe I can't ride a pink motorcycle where I live, but you can still in your mind and with your thoughts and writing things down, you can still engulf your your environment with the things that you say you desire. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. It's what you're writing, it's what you're saying, it's what you're focusing on. So before you go to bed, you always impress your mind with the thing that you desire, whatever that may be. When you listen to affirmations, if you're going to listen to affirmations from anyone, please be advised, when you listen to someone else's voice or affirmations, just make sure that the affirmations are in alignment with your self-concept, and like it's not perpetuating your limiting beliefs. If you listen to affirmations from a channel that says I'm a millionaire, and you have a limiting belief that you can't be a millionaire, it's going to bring up a lot of things. And that's why you guys have weird dreams. That's why y'all be crying like, oh my God, why does it feel like my life is falling apart? Because you're trying to take a big jump. You're not a millionaire. And that doesn't mean you can't be, but you're trying to go from making 50,000 a year to being a millionaire, when if you made affirmations for yourself in your own voice that would help you to transition into getting rid of that limiting belief, then it will be an easier transition for your subconscious to bring things into your reality that will show you that being a millionaire is possible. That is the key to manifesting quickly. Jumping too far ahead is going to require your subconscious mind to do a lot. And then you guys get scared when it feels like things are falling apart. No, it's because you're listening to affirmations from other people that are not in alignment with what you really desire to have. What you desire to have is maybe not the $1 million. You may desire to have the freedom that the money will give you. Or you may desire to have the money to be able to do something in your community. I know for me, I told the Most High, I told God, I said, look, if you will allow me the opportunity to have more money come into my life, I can take care of my family. I can make sure that my home life is beautiful, so that when my children get here, when me and my husband have children, we can have a beautiful home for them and make sure that they are beautiful citizens, well-rounded little people that grow into big people. So that is an intention that I have. That's why I have a lot of money that comes into me from talent, from what I do online. People donate stuff to me. It is what it is. But when your intentions are pure and you consciously decide that whatever it is that you're manifesting is for you, you're going to have to sit down and write down. I don't know. You know, they say 85% of people don't write down their goals, and that's kind of like a big deal. I think it's a fear. I think it's like fear, like if I write it down, that means I have to do it. No, if you write it down, it means that you connect with your higher self, and then you let the universe do the rest. This is why your girl here, I always have a journal. So I'm going to take a little break and see what you guys are doing. I'm going to show you guys my journal because I want you to understand that you can watch manifestation videos that just say to affirm. That you should. Every single day, all day, flip your thoughts. You absolutely should do that. But if you're flipping your thoughts and you're still not getting results, or you're feeling resistance, it's because your focus is all over the place. And journaling or just writing it down quickly and keeping a little note card with you to acknowledge, kind of give you focus on what you were thinking, it starts to get you to train yourself that you need to be able to go back and see where you came from. How you gonna know where you came from if you didn't even write down the goal? So do I say you should write down stuff to manifest? No, you can manifest butt booty naked on an island, the deserted island. I'm telling you how to do it faster, quicker, easier, less stress. That's what I'm trying to tell you today. So, all right, who's here? Ooh, hi, Rochelle. Hello, Manuela. Lucy Rain, Ryan, hello. Carla, hello, my dear. Hi, Veronica. Hi. Oh, wow. All the beautiful ladies are here today. So, are you guys feeling what I'm saying? Like, I know you guys are all back to work and people are like going back out, right? So focusing on your affirmations and things like that, I feel like some people are emailing me telling me, or just I'm seeing that it's like, okay, post 2020, how do we get back into just really understanding the balance between real life, like your reality, and what's going on in your imagination? This is real. Your words are real. Your thoughts are real. Manifesting is going on all day, so you have to deliberately speak things for you to get what you want. You have to. And if you can't do it at your job, you have to do it before you go to bed by the affirmations that you're actually listening to. Some people are listening to these affirmation tapes from different channel holders and stuff like that, and it's not in alignment with your actual desires. So we have to pick the proper things to reprogram, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, Rochelle, not a shameless plug at all. Not a shameless plug. Cambridge Williams, can I script any time of the day or do you suggest a certain time? I will tell you, for me, I only script when I'm in like a good mood. Now, you can affirm when you're pissed off because your words do vibrate out. But when I'm scripting, I'm not gonna script angrily because I feel like scripting. People don't understand this. Your pen has power. Like what you write, it's like three-part connection. It's your thoughts, your emotions, and your words vibrate and they live on paper. This is just my personal belief. I don't write nothing down anymore that I don't want to manifest. I used to keep a diary. I don't even keep that shit anymore. If you guys keep a diary, good for you. But for Danielle, I don't even keep a diary anymore. What I do is if I want to get something out, I write a letter, I send it up to the universe, and I either burn it or I rip it up and put it in the river somewhere. I only write words in books that are intentions, and that's what changed my life because I went back and looked at a diary that I had from like 5 years ago, and oh my God, I was like, no wonder why your life was in the shitter. Oh, I'm not supposed to cuss. I'm monetized now. I'm sorry. Sorry, YouTube. I'm in the itter. I have ads on this video. So, but the reason why my life was in a crapper is because the words that I used to look forward to just flooding my journal with the negativity in my life. And you do need to get that out, but I would say uh write it and burn it. That's what I would say. Now if you want to keep a journal, that's on you. But I just being a master manifester, I can only speak like life into my life. I can't speak anything else. So the time of day that I usually script is right before I go to bed because you're drowsy. And when you're drowsy, you go into that very slow, I think it's theta or beta, but it's a sleep state right between awake and sleep. And that's the gateway to your subconscious. So whether you script or you listen to your affirmations, just know that as you're falling asleep, that is your gateway to manifest easier. You can manifest in seconds by being in a drowsy, relaxed state than scripting for 10 years. Because your subconscious is what's going to impress. Now, manifesting also, you can do repetition throughout the day because obviously we want to do everything we can, but that's exhausting. You guys don't think that, like, when you're at work and you're trying to deal with people or you're dealing with clients like I do, and then trying to, like, sometimes it becomes exhausting. So if you want to take a break from affirming all day, just make sure that you're always doing something right before you go to bed that's going to reinforce your desires and align with your desires. Scripting, affirmations, just breathing. But make it a habit to look forward. Look, I gotta say this. Look forward to going to sleep because that is the time that is designated for your master manifestations. Like if you're a master manifester, you're gonna know that before sleep, that's like the gateway. And what I say when I'm like, okay, we're going to sleep now. time to start manifesting. I just make it like it's my favorite thing. If I take a nap, I'm like, ooh, I'm taking a nap. I feel sleepy. Okay. I put on my affirmations. Anytime I get the rest, I put on my affirmations, or I'm like, ooh, I get to manifest now. I look forward to that. So these are things that are going to help you to understand to manifest a lot quicker in your life, because now that everyone is kind of like hustling, bustling back into the world, I want you to be able to still feel like you're confident in your manifesting power, because you're already doing it. You might as well do it deliberately. Yeah, Manuela, see, that's the thing. If you have a diary for that, then I would also have a diary to flip it the other way. See, if you're gonna have a diary to dump your complaints, you need to have a diary to also be grateful, to at least cancel it out. I'm trying to give y'all the secret sauce on deliberate manifesting. That's what I do. I am definitely a deliberate manifester. If I wanted something right now and I actually decided that I wanted it, all I would have to do is take a couple of hours and just dedicate time to that. Because I know the formula, because I write everything down. You guys want to? Do you guys? Okay, are you guys ready to see my manifesting journal from? I started it a year and a half ago. Do you guys want to read some stuff that I wrote? This is exciting. Type in the comments. Y'all ready to see like what I manifested from a year ago, or what I was thinking a year ago in my manifesting journal? This is so exciting. Um, how do I get that off? Y'all ready? Let me go through the comments first, because we're on 30 minutes now. So I didn't talk for everyone who's still here. I've already said what I needed to say about like what you need to do, and I'll continue. But now I'll read the comments and we can get into some juicy stuff about my life if y'all want to see. I'm gonna be transparent and get into some juicy stuff about my life and what I was thinking a year and a half ago, or a year this time. Um, yeah, Veronica, I'm telling you, like, even if you're not a writer, you don't have to write like a big paragraph. Did you guys watch my scripting video from Saturday? I didn't write a lot. Like literally, there are times I was so sleepy, just falling asleep. I just put, I'm so happy and grateful that I have $1 million. See, because I do believe I can have $1 million now, because I've made large amounts of money before. So I know that it's possible. Or I'm so happy and grateful that my so and so loves and respects me, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Thank you. If that's all you can scribble out before you go to bed, just do it. I'm going to show you guys chicken scratch in my journal, my manifestation journal. And you're going to be able to tell that my ass was getting ready to go to bed, and I was dog tired, because it looked like chicken scratch. But I did it. But I did it. I dedicated myself. And that is the difference. You have to dedicate yourself to a new practice. Affirming all day long is great. You should. But you also should have record of what you have manifested. Because when you have those moments of doubt, when you're like, damn, can I do this? You go back into your journal and say, actually you can, girl, because you did all of this stuff before. You have to give yourself that. And you could do it in your phone. You could. If you're not a scripter, you could actually make the memos in your phone. If you guys want me to show you how to do that, then just let me know in the comments. I'll do like a Zoom or something for the people who want to know how I actually script in my phone. Yeah. Lucy Ryan says yes. I only ever wrote terrible, miserable stuff. I wish people knew better than going over that stuff every day, right? And I know we were all taught to have diaries, to go back and see where we were in life. But in this day and age, the consciousness of the world the vibration is so high that why would you want, not knowing what we know about how we create? We didn't know no better. But knowing now how we create, why would you want to go back and read that you were an alcoholic 3 years ago, or that you had something horrible happen to you at your job. You know, I actually have a diary from when I was young, and I was such a spiritual little girl. Like, I was going through it as a 10-year-old. So I'm thankful that I was protected as a little spiritual girl. However, my teenage diary, I don't even know what that is, and I'm glad I don't. I found a diary from, like I said, 2, 3 years ago, and when I looked at it, I said, "Oh, this is not your life." And I ripped all the pages out. I put acetone, and I erased it, and I blessed it in the name of the Most High Mother, Father, Creator. I released all of this energy off my life. I ripped it up. I put it in a bag, and I threw it in the garbage because that is not me. And I'm not saying that for anyone who has a diary. What I'm saying is that words do manifest. And going back and looking at them in a diary, for me, that was when my life completely opened up. So, um, mm-hmm. Don't waste the opportunity to hold those old negative diaries to see some of the old stories. Now, here's what I would say: if you want to hold your memories, then do it in pictures. Because my mother, she's a historian, like for our family, so she holds pictures. Pictures are beautiful to keep because a picture is it says 1,000 words, but like her diaries from college, my mother lived a good life. I'm like, so her diaries aren't negative, but if you got a diary just full of negative stuff, sis, let that go. Maybe seal it up and put it somewhere where you never have to see it again. But it's just like your life deserves to have like lightness in it, you know. And I'm trying to teach you guys that no matter what's going on in your life, these are the opportunities for you to manifest no matter what you're going through. But if you go back and keep looking at your diary and you look around, you're letting your circumstances and your environment dictate what you're willing to manifest because repetition of looking at something over and over and over, saying something over and over, that does manifest quicker. When you're crying, you can manifest a lot quicker. When you're angry, you can manifest a lot quicker. When you're having an orgasm, you can manifest a lot quicker. So I'm telling you the secret sauce of how to get to the deliberate consciousness of manifesting, right? Rochelle says, I used to keep diaries all through high school. When I read them back one day, I realized I didn't want to keep a lot of those things. Yeah, it's like, okay, look, some things I don't want to remember that I went through as a young kid because that stuff was just deplorable. So, hi, Danica. Marie, how are you doing, my dear? Good to see you in here. Hey, boo. Rochelle says, I would love to send you a journal as a thanks for everything you're doing. Oh, please do. Please do. And guess what? When you send it to me, I'll write in it. Okay, so you guys ready to see what I was thinking last year? Uh-oh. Am I about to expose myself? Thunder Scorpion, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so what's today's date? Today is June 1st. Let's see what I was thinking June 1st. Oh, Lord. Ooh, child. June 1st. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Do you guys see this? Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Will it focus? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? That says June 1st, 2020. It has finally happened. My $4,000 came to me, and boy, was it a surprise in an amazing, most wonderful way. I'm also thankful that I received my $100 in the mail as a check. The universe is great. Every day has been amazing. New insights have led. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. My workspace is so neat. Da, 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 da. Now, do you guys want to know when that $4,000 came to me? Because I wrote that uh, last year this time. Oh my God, am I gonna get emotional? Don't get emotional, girl. Okay, so I read Think and Grow Rich, And in the book, it says, oh my God, I think I'm going to get emotional because that money came to me. So in the book, it says to write out how you expect to, what value you plan to give for the money. Whatever it is. I'm going to mow lawns. I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to do hair. But it says to write it out, and it says to read it every single day before you go to bed and as soon as you wake up, and to keep it under your pillow. This is in Think and Grow Rich. That money came to me 3 months later. Do you guys want to know how it came to me? It came in two separate payments. My job, because remember we had been shut down last summer, my job owed me OT. And then I was doing social media management because I had a bunch of clients. Like I was like, yo, I'm not gonna sit on my ass and just wait for my job to call me back if you don't know what's going on. So I reached out to every single person I ever worked with in the restaurant industry. And I got like 4 clients. And out of those 4 clients, each one, I was just like, my rate is 4,000, and all I do is just like start up a YouTube channel. I can start up a YouTube channel in a day. But what I did is I promised each person that I would do it within a week, even if I did it before that. Didn't even know like just how that was going to work because I'd worked online, but I'd never asked for that much money from a client, like for social media. I just, I do little stuff here and there. So 4 clients for 4,000, and my job owed me money from OT. 3 months later, that's how the money came to me. So it came to me June, July, August. It came to me in September. By September. But I still kept scripting, right? Are you guys vibing with me? Thank you, Danica. I appreciate you. Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. Now, my scripting goes back like I got my whole scripting book is from May of last year. This particular book is from May of last year up until January of this year. I'm sorry, February of this year. Every single thing. Look at this. Look. Wait, hold on. Look. 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 All these pages that I wrote, I still kept affirming for what I desired, which was $4,000 with ease. I wanted $4,000 because I wanted to start doing some stuff online. Now, I also have in here, and I'll tell you guys this about me, is that whenever you're writing things down, I always give gratitude first. So if you're wanting to manifest things a lot quicker when you're scripting, is to always give gratitude first, right? Look at this. I kept circling the $4,000. You see? You see how your girl is? Whatever you can do to impress your subconscious mind. I kept circling the 4,000 because when I looked at it back, I wanted that to pop out. Look over here. I also um, wrote out my gratitude, and I always sign it with my name in cursive. So I'm just giving you guys like the secret sauce stuff. Look, you see? And all of this stuff has came to pass, by the way. I'm not showing you guys anything that I'm still manifesting. This book is done. I don't even write in this book anymore because I feel like I have to start a new journal. So I'm just letting you know, like, whatever you have to do to get yourself out of your circumstances that you're going through right now, you need to be able to get yourself into your fantasy, which is really real life in your mind, however you can, because a year later, I'm telling you that I manifested it. Now, it didn't take me a year. It took me 3 months to get to 4,000. It took me a couple of months to get something else, and it took me a year to get like 6 figures. Took me a year to get 6 figures. Took me 2 months to get 3 months to get to 4,000. Like it, time is relative. It's just like when you're ready to show up for your desires and your manifestations, that's when they come. When you align yourself with the Now I can go back with confidence and say that I actually manifested. So there's nothing that money wise, I feel like I can manifest whatever I want. If I want to sell courses, if I want to do, now that we're opening back up, if I want to go speak to people, if I want to sell jewelry, whatever I want to do, I feel like I can do it because I have proof of the fact that I've already done it. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys. Like, stop fighting for your limitations. Like, yeah, but I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, I'll figure it out whenever I can. It's like, no, do it now. Start now, because a year later, when you go through your journal, your manifestation journal, you can just check off everything that you've manifested. And then the doubt and the fear will be gone. Hello, Bella. Right? Hi, Natty. Yes, I appreciate you, my dear. I do appreciate you. And here's what I'll say too as well. Um, when you're manifesting deliberately, I want to address this because I don't want you guys to think that I have it all together. Your life may fall apart. Like, things might actually start getting a little cray cray. And it's when things get a little cray cray is when you need to double down on hearing my voice or hearing anyone else's voice that says that your circumstances don't matter. I tell you guys this all the time. Your circumstances are residual thoughts that you've been thinking. Your thoughts are permeating out always, duh. I mean, you can't get every little 60,000 thoughts in a day or more. You can't catch them all. However, what you can do is start affirming. This is what I used to do. I used to affirm that my thoughts are beautiful. It sounds simple, but it's true, because whenever my mind would go to like a really weird thought, I would immediately be like, oh no, well, my mind is beautiful. I have beautiful thoughts. And it would go to like me playing in a garden or something. Because the affirmation for me is that you can affirm for your thoughts. You can affirm that your thoughts are beautiful. You can affirm that I only have beautiful thoughts about my life. You get to decide like what you affirm for your life. You get to decide that, you know what, I don't have limiting beliefs. I've overcame all my limiting beliefs. You can affirm that. Does that sound delusional? Can somebody put in the comment what I say all the time on this channel about being delusional? What do I always say when it comes to circumstances don't matter? Oh, yes, absolutely. I do have a PO box. I'll leave it for you guys in my description. Okay, after I get off, it'll be in my description. But yes. Okay, so I want to tell you guys about Danica. Danica is a beautiful woman who I did a show with on her platform, but she's just a dope. Her name suits her very well because she's just a dope woman. Okay, that's all I say. And if you go over to her platform and look around, you will see the beauty, you'll see the spice, you'll see the love, you'll see all of that stuff, but you're gonna see the goddamn truth. That's one thing you're gonna see with Danica. She's a beautiful woman, and I appreciate her. So thank you, Natty. That's exactly what I mean. Because here's the thing, you guys understand, I'm a content creator. This is a YouTube game. So there are certain words that we want to rank for. I want to rank for being delusional because I want people to ask me what I mean. So please, when you hear me say being delusional, I'm being facetious. We know we're not talking about being delusional about your health or your rent. I'm talking about not accepting the things that you don't want and not letting your circumstances in your life decide that you can't have something. Let's say when I moved to New York, I was renting a room in Brooklyn. Just like a little 21-year-old girl renting a room in Brooklyn. And I thought it was the bomb. Looking back on it, that ish was dangerous. No, no, no. I should not have been in East New York, in Brooklyn, renting a room, happy as a pig in slop, right? Living my life, living it up, coming home to some raggedy house in East New York. But I was delusional about one thing. I had my ish together mentally because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna live here for like 2 months and then I'm gonna move to Harlem, which I ended up moving to a better place in Brooklyn. But I just was like delusional about what was going on because I had bigger dreams. And I wasn't gonna let me renting a little raggedy spot in East New York in Brooklyn stop me from getting to where I wanted to go. But looking back on it now, knowing what being delusional means, I'm like, yes, you need to be delusional about like manifesting. Don't let people tell you what you can't have. Like, don't focus on the shit that you can't have. Focus on what you can. And when it comes to people saying, oh, you can't have that, you can't do this, no. Actually, I can. Yeah, but you only have $10 in your bank account. Actually, I can move the zero in my mind, the decimal point. I can move that past the zero. That could be 100. It could actually be 1,000. Hell, it could actually be 100,000, depending on how many times you want to move that decimal point. And so what I started to do is live in my mind. And because my circumstances when I lived in East New York, they were not good. They were not good. But in my mind, I had bigger dreams. So my focus was like, I'm living here now, but I'm going to be living somewhere else very soon. And I just stayed there. When I went to Manhattan, you didn't tell that I lived in the hood in Brooklyn. You could not tell that by me because I was fly. I made sure my ish was together. And when I came back, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back here. And it wasn't that dangerous like people were shooting. It was just not a space conducive for a young female to be living by herself amongst the others, the craziness. But I survived. And looking back, I realized because of my tenacity in my mind, I stayed in my mind. My thoughts were on bigger, better things. I was like, you know what? It's cool. It's okay. I always like, girl, it's okay. You're gonna get it together. It's okay. It's cool. I never ever doubted that I could get past that situation. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at the end of the day, what I want you guys to understand is that let's just wrap this up in a nice little pretty bow. Mm-hmm. Is that if we're gonna really talk about um oh yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. I had to move the date for the EFT tapping course because I forgot that it was a holiday. So and tomorrow I have clients. Like there are two clients in this chat right now. They have me booked for Wednesday. So Wednesdays are not good for me. I completely forgot. That's my bad. But I'm gonna move it to June 10th. That's a Saturday to give people more time to get into it. It's a EFT tapping. It's tapping on your meridian spots. It's releasing your emotional energy around whatever subject that you have going on. You don't have to believe it works. It does work. You can look up EFT. People do it. I've done it. I got rid of my PMS and fibroids by doing EFT tapping. So I'm gonna send an email to all of the people who did ask about the second, which would be tomorrow. I'm gonna send an email, but I'm just gonna put it up here for now. So any questions before I plan to get out of here? I'm on for another 10 minutes. If you guys have any questions. And I also will tell you guys this is that if we're just going to go about our day just thinking that things happen to us haphazardly, is that the word I'm saying? I mean, like, no. You do have a choice in how you wake up, like how you start your day. That's what I will say to wrap everything up is that um, what has worked for me is writing things down. Let's just say you're not a person that likes to write things down. You still are responsible for your words, your thoughts, your actions, what you do while you're sleeping, like as you're going to sleep and when you wake up. Those are the two times out of the day that are going to determine how the rest of your day goes. Would you go to sleep on your heart is what you're going to wake up with. And when you wake up with that, if you keep it going, everything is energy. Everything is always connected to who you genuinely are, your intentions. Everything is connected to that. Flipping your thoughts is beautiful. If you get a thought that pops in your head, like, I can't stand my boss, or I don't like what my man is doing, or my SP, or whatever, immediately acknowledge that you had that thought and just decide that, you know what, even though I feel that way, I know that right now I'm just going to focus on doing XYZ. Like, you don't have to be very like, oh, and I'm just going to be zen and everything's going to be gumdrops and kittens. That's not how life goes. You have to figure out a way that works for you to make your situation work for you. Because I live in New York City. I came here when I was in my 20s. I lived in basement apartments. And your girl is living good right now. And I don't have to do nothing strange for no piece of change. So I'm just letting you know, like, when I look back on where I came from, I realized that there was a change that had to happen in my interpretation of my circumstances. The jobs that I didn't like, I had to eat that. Would I go back to those jobs? If I knew what I knew now, working at the jobs that I worked at, I wouldn't be working there. I would not have even been on that vibrational, like, energy of that job. Isn't that crazy how that works? I'm like, knowing what I know, I would not even have been a person that worked at that job. So just decide that today you're going to focus your energy on manifesting deliberately. Do whatever you got to do. Put pictures up. Put pictures in your phone. You guys saw on my last live that I did. Look, this is my new journal that I have, because the old one I already manifested. But I was showing you guys about the scripting. Look, when I script with pictures. See? Whatever you got to do to get your subconscious to get the point, tell the 3D to catch up. Like, okay, I'm here. Look, I'm writing stuff down. I'm doing my meditations. I'm doing my affirmations. I'm listening to stuff. You need to command the universe, your most high, mother, father, creator. You need to command and be like, nope, this is how things are going. Nope, this is how it's going. Nope. Okay, I have that negative thought. Nope. Okay, today is not a good day. Okay, but tomorrow's going to be a better day. You have to start getting into the habit of speaking things and deciding that no matter what's going on around you, it's what you say goes, right? I'm not telling you guys what I read in a book. I'm telling y'all what I know. Thunder Scorpion says, after you script, do you move in your mind and emotion as you already have it? Yeah. It depends, Thunder Scorpion. After I script, do I move into my mind? Yes, I do. So as I'm scripting, I'm also visualizing, because some people can't visualize like really good, but I can. So as I'm writing the words, I'm seeing the visual. But you don't even have to see the visual. Your words actually, your subconscious creates the visual. I tell people, you don't have to, like, if you don't even want to visualize, the fact that you're speaking or writing words, your subconscious will create the images for you. That's what people don't know. So yes, I do go into my mind as if I already have it. Yes, I do. So I live from the end. So let's say, oh, I wanted to share, well, I don't know if I should share with you guys the amount of money that I want to make, but let's just know this year I plan on hitting a six-figure number. And the number is very specific so that I know when it hits that it's because I impressed my mind to do it. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a spreadsheet in my Quicken and like my books, like, my financial books, that it's like a mock up of already what I've made for the year. This is how I manifest money. Listen up, secret sauce. This is how I manifest money. I create a mock, like, checkbook, or I do like a separate, like, I do like separate files with like mocked up numbers for each month that are separate from what I'm actually making. And so I live from the end, and I also Thunder Scorpion. You could also say it's on the way. You don't have to jump so high. See, I know I can make six figures, so that's why I know to do that. But if you're trying to jump from, let's say, 30,000 to 100,000, if that's a big leap for you, then you can go into the it's on the way, because on the way is still affirming that you expect it to get here. So it just depends on what level your subconscious has accepted that you're able to manifest something. And we all have different levels, but honor yourself and know what level you're on before you try to jump from 0 to a million. Because some people can actually hurt themselves by doing that. And it's like, why is it not here? It's because you're trying to make too big of a jump. Just like, okay, so aim for a million, but in between, what can you do to get to like 10,000 more? And once you reach that, what can you do to get to 30,000 more? A lot of times, I'm going to let y'all know multiple sources of income. Get paid for what you know. There is money online. People are throwing money around online. During the pandemic, I know people who their income tripled. So, it's just your mindset, what you're looking at. So you can live from the end, or you could say it's on the way, depending on where you are. And I'm always confident to know because I have my book. I have this book from a year ago. So that's why I tell people, write stuff down. Every time you manifest something, write it down. Every time you desire something, write it down. Go through the process. Have that be your journal. So that when you go back, you'll be like, oh, I could do that because I already did it before. Bruxaria? Bruxaria? So then if you feel that way, then don't do it. Bruxaria, if you feel like you're anxious when you script, then don't do it. Then scripting is not for you. Maybe you should listen to some relaxing music to quiet your mind. I used to have really bad panic attacks that I had to pull over on the side of the street when I was in college. Like, that is not a feeling I wish on my worst enemy. So I won't even talk no more about it because I don't even talk about that stuff anymore. You say you get anxious. I used to get like full blown panic attacks. And if you don't know what that's like, I don't wish that on you. So um don't script then. You can still manifest. You can manifest by listening to your affirmations. Or you could just listen to some very calming music and just let your thoughts kind of melt away and wander away. Or you can listen to you should email me if you want. I can make some affirmations for you where it's your voice and it's just like calming. I feel like people need to understand when you listen to affirmations, your voice is what your mind hears all day, every day. So figure out a way to get me or yourself an app or something to record your own affirmations with your own voice. Your subconscious will impress a lot faster and accept because it's the voice that it always hears. So your voice is very calming to your subconscious, right? All right, we're coming up on an hour. I said I was going to be on here in an hour, so we got about a minute or so. Does anyone have any more questions for me? Please email me about the EFT tapping. I do not claim to be a medical doctor. However, I do have experience and certification in EFT tapping. So if you would like to know any more about what EFT tapping is, look up EFT tapping on YouTube or online, but specifically for me, I have anxiety is how I found EFT. Because I know as soon as I feel an emotion, I know what to do. I know what to do, baby. I know what to do. All right. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to get out of here. My name is Danielle. I'm otherwise known as flygirlsmanifesting. That's the channel. We have some exciting things coming up. Very exciting things coming up. You guys have to make sure that you check your emails for the ones who are on the newsletter And if you have anything that you want to ask me, just check out. Sorry. Let me just put it in the Fly Girls Manifesting at Alright. Yep, that's my email. So if you guys want to send me anything, any questions, any concerns, the EFT tapping class, I had to push it back to June 10th because people were partying. People are still traveling home, and I want everybody to have access to it. So I love you guys dearly. Please understand that you are the master of your thoughts. Your thoughts create. I don't care what nobody tell you. Your thoughts and your emotions create. Doesn't matter what's going on around you. It's what's going on in your head. Cussing people out, the conversations you're having in your head, the music you're listening to, all that stuff. It's what's going on in your head. Once we get that together, then we can work it out. I do offer mindset coaching. That's in the description. I strictly work on your self-concept, law of attraction, law of assumption, and most importantly, getting those thoughts, those inner conversations together. Okay? All right. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions for me, I'm gonna head over to. Am I gonna head over to Facebook? I probably will. And I gotta say something about these bonnets for anybody who's still in here. Anybody who understand about these bonnets, I gotta go on my other channels and talk about these bonnets. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. All right, guys. I love you dearly. Bye bye. All right. There'll be timestamps, okay? So you can go back and watch if you want to. Before Manuela, email me. If you have any questions, email me, my dear. Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Protect your energy. Love you. Bye-bye.